Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me. My name is Grace Lee, and today I will be presenting my EdTech Resource Review project. My focus is on building with AI for English language learners, which is based off on the article Teaching Future-Ready Skills in World Language Classes by Rachel Denay-Pah. This was published on Edutopia on April 10, 2025. And in this presentation, I'll explore the technology integration strategies that are discussed in the article, evaluate the pros and cons, and focus particularly on their impact for English language learners or ELLs. Teaching future-ready skills in world language classes. This article emphasizes how AI and digital tools can support world language classrooms by fostering student-centered and future-ready learning environments. These tools are not just about learning grammar or vocabulary in isolation, but about encouraging students to create, reflect, and collaborate. These are skills that are essential for multilingual communication in the 21st century. I chose this article because of its strong alignment with inclusive and engaging teaching strategies, especially ones that empower students who come from diverse linguistic backgrounds. Tech Integration Strategy Overview. Several specific tools and methods are discussed. Platforms like Book Creator, Canva, and Magic School AI are used to foster creativity and language acquisition. Instead of traditional worksheets or vocabulary drills, students engage in project-based learning, design thinking, and student-led activities. Reflection tools like Google Forms and Snorkel are also incorporated to help students develop metacognitive skills. These are learning how they learn. These strategies move students from passive recipients of information to active creators and thinkers, and this can prepare them for their future workforce. Here are some pros, cons, and example uses. There are many strengths to this approach. The first can be that it boosts engagement by making learning interactive and fun. It also encourages creativity by allowing students to express themselves in various formats. Some of these may include podcasts, videos, and AI chat conversations. It can also foster leadership and self-awareness, as students are often asked to design their own projects or reflect on their learning. However, there are important challenges to consider. Access to technology isn't universal, as some students may not have reliable internet or devices such as laptops. Also, beginner learners may also need additional scaffolding to feel comfortable using these tools. One example in this real life would be a classroom example from the article, which is about having Spanish learners create a podcast or engage in chatbot conversations to practice their real-life language use and receive real-time AI feedback. The learning theory reflected. The learning process in this approach can be seen as happening in three broad phases. Phase 1 involves introducing the digital tools and giving students time to explore. Then, Phase 2 involves focusing on active application, where students using the tools for projects and collaboration. Finally, Phase 3 emphasizes reflection, helping students think about what their learning processes and outcomes, which strengthens deeper understanding and autonomy. Moving on, this approach draws heavily from constructivism and social constructivism. Students build their own knowledge by engaging in authentic, hands-on tasks and collaborating with their peers. Rather than simply absorbing the facts, they create, reflect, and adapt, which cause them to build their real-world skills. This framework also reflects cognitivism. Tools like Google Forms and AI feedback loops encourage metacognition, where students learn to think about what they learn. AI-driven tools also help manage cognitive load by simplifying complex tasks into small, manageable steps. For instance, An AI chatbot can break down a difficult conversation into a simple, guided exchange and reinforce memory and understanding over time. Marginalized Learner Group, ELLs. The group that I chose to focus on is the English Language Learners, or ELLs. The ELL students often experience unique challenges in mainstream classrooms. Some of these language delays may include language processing delays, or cultural disconnect, or increased anxiety, which may happen especially during verbal tasks. These challenges can slow down academic progress and impact student confidence, especially if instruction doesn't account for their needs. Therefore, scaffolded, interactive, and visual approaches, such as the ones described in the article, are critical for supporting their success. Here are some benefits for the ELLs. These strategies outlined here have several important benefits for ELLs. AI chatbots like Magic School AI provide real-time feedback in a non-judgmental way. This can help students practice their language skills without fear of embarrassment. This will help them overcome some of the issues and some of the processing delays that they may experience in the classroom, as mentioned before in the previous slide. Digital storytelling through platforms like Canva also allows students to express themselves using images, voices, and text, and that may meet them in multiple different learning styles. Visual supports are especially crucial because they help ELLs bridge language gaps and build comprehension through context. Here are some challenges for the ELLs. Beside and despite the many benefits, challenges still exist. Group activities that use unfamiliar technologies may be intimidating for ELL students, especially if they don't yet feel confident in either the target language or in using digital tools. Technology literacy barriers are also real, as not every student may have the prior experience with AI or digital platforms. Additionally, if AI tools are designed without diverse cultural examples, students might not feel represented or understood, and this can help or may cause widening gaps instead of closing those gaps. With that, here are some strategies to overcome the challenges. Fortunately, there are many strategies to overcome, and teachers can provide bilingual instructions and tech onboarding sessions to help students feel more comfortable. Using sentence frames, visual scaffolds, and teacher modeling, this can make digital tools much more accessible. It's also important to customize AI-generated outputs to reflect the diverse cultural backgrounds so students feel seen and included. Finally, implementing peer support systems allows students to learn from each other and reduces the intimidation factor of using new technology. To further extend the conversation, I posed some peer review questions. First, how might AI-supported language learning also benefit students with dyslexia or other learning differences? Second, what additional tools beyond Magic School AI could strengthen and support for ELL students? And third, does project-based AI-supported learning create a more equitable environment for ELLs, or are there still gaps that we need to address? These are the questions that we should consider when carefully adopting our new EdTech resources. In conclusion, AI tools and digital storytelling and project-based learning offer powerful ways to empower ELL students. By integrating future-ready technologies thoughtfully and inclusively, we can help all students, especially those from marginalized backgrounds that thrive in academic and social settings. While no tool is perfect, the strategies discussed here, and when used appropriately, can create meaningful opportunities for every learner. Here are the references that I've used. And thank you for your time and attention. I hope this presentation inspires you to think creatively about how we can use technology, and especially AI, to build more inclusive, future-ready classrooms.